Today, I want to share something very simple. This is not a complicated lecture. This is real life. Here I'm enjoying a meal: rice, kimchi, soup, side dishes. Food that many cultures enjoy every day. The question is not, is this food good or bad? The question is, how do we eat it safely? In modern health discussions, we often get extreme advice: cut everything, avoid everything, fear everything, count your calories. But real health is not about fear, it's about understanding. Today we talk about portion control, metabolic impact, hormone response, and how to enjoy traditional foods without damaging long term health. This is practical, this is sustainable, and this is science based. A low carb Korean lunch compiled by Dr. Siva Navaratnam and ChatGPT, my educational partner, together with the team in You Eat Safely. Let's look carefully at what was actually on the table. This is important because context matters. First, we had spicy pork bone soup. That gives us protein and collagen. Protein stabilizes blood sugar. Collagen supports joints and connective tissues. Next, kimchi, fermented vegetables. This means fiber, probiotics, and bioactive compounds. Fermented foods may support gut health and metabolic regulation. Then pickled garlic and pickled radish, small portions, strong flavor, minimal calories. A small bowl of rice, not a large one, portion size matters. And small side dish portions, not unlimited refills. Now here's the key point. This is not a high sugar, ultra processed meal. It is mostly whole food, but it all still contains carbohydrates. So the question is not, is rice good or bad? The question is, how much, how often, and what is it eaten with? Because when protein, fiber, and fermented foods come first, the glucose response changes. That is metabolic awareness. That is how you eat traditional food safely. Now, this is one of the most powerful principles in metabolic health, the 80% full principle. Eat until you're comfortable, not stuffed. There is a big difference between I am satisfied and I cannot move. When we stop at 80% full, we allow our satiety hormones to do their job. Protein increases satiety hormones, GLP-1 and PPY. These hormones signal to the brain, you have had enough. Fermented food also helps slow eating. Strong flavors, small bites, chewing more. Notice something else. Smaller bowls automatically reduce portion size. You don't need extreme willpower. You need smart structure. And something interesting happened during this meal. I actually became full before touching most of the rice. Why? Because protein and fiber came first. This is how traditional eating patterns can protect you, if you respect protein size. The problem today is not rice alone. The problem is large portions, frequent eating, no satiety awareness. 80% full protects your insulin levels, your waistline, your metabolic health. And most importantly, it protects you from chronic overconsumption. Now let's look at something very interesting. This is the gut health lesson from Korea. Traditional Korean meals often include fermented vegetables, especially kimchi. Kimchi is not just cabbage. It contains fiber, natural bacteria from fermentation, garlic, phytochemicals. Fermented foods may support microbiome diversity, and microbiome diversity is associated with better metabolic regulation, reduce low-grade inflammation, improve insulin sensitivity. Notice something else. Garlic is rich in prebiotic fiber that feeds beneficial gut bacteria. Bone broth provides collagen and amino acids. These may support gut lining integrity. And the variety of small dishes that increases dietary diversity. And dietary diversity is one of the strongest predictors of a healthy microbiome. So what is the big message? It's actually very simple. Real food, protein first, fermented vegetables, smaller portions. Stop at 80%. That's it. You don't need extreme diets. You don't need to eliminate your culture. You don't need food fear. You don't need to count calories or starve. You need structure. You need awareness. You need portion control. You can eat your own cultural food safely and healthily. Health is not about restriction. It's about understanding. If you respect physiology, your body will respect you. Thank you for watching. This video is part of health education promotion by You Eat Safely.